And Echo, it looks like I went a little long on that one.
Yeah.
So I don't think we're going to have time for any Q&A.
Mm-hmm.
But perhaps you could take a moment while I decompress over here.
Sure.
And you could talk about possible ways that if somebody would like to support this podcast, how they might be able to do that.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, a little bit of a rough transition. I respect that. But that being said, we can talk about On It like we always do. I kind of feel like we haven't talked as much about On It as maybe we should have. Or maybe we have been. I don't know. That being said, I got another thing of Warrior Bars, the jalapeno one.
You're approving them.
I'm about to. They didn't come in yet, but I ordered them, and we're excited about that. Nonetheless, if you like On It supplements, which if you like supplements, then you will like On It supplements because they're legitimate. We already knew that. I know. You can get 10% off at onit.com/Jocko. Warrior Bars, I recommend. Krill Oil, I recommend. Shroom Tech, I recommend. Someone asked me online about Strong Bone.
Yeah, I use Strongbone. Yep.
What is that?
It's glucosamine.
Yeah, for your joints and stuff. Okay.
For sure.
So now I'm recommending Strong Bone. I'm going to order some, and I'll give a more accurate report. There's a new thing, like a, it's like a, I want to say a full recovery, pre-workout and recovery kind of drink thing.
I have not tried that yet.
I don't know. But yeah, I saw it like randomly too. I wasn't like trying to look. I saw it.
Oh, by the way, somebody did ask me on Twitter the other day, and I haven't had a chance to respond to it yet. Somebody asked me on Twitter, like, it was like, I don't know how old the dude was, but he said something along the lines of like, cross your heart and hope to die. Do you actually use On It supplements? And yes, I do. I absolutely do. And I take krill oil every day. If you're wondering about the doses, I take 3 of the pills. So that's 15. I take a lot of krill oil, right? Because I'm a big believer in it. And so, yes, I take that every day. I take Strongbone every day. I take Shroom Tech. I don't take every day.
Me neither.
I take Shroom Tech when the anticipation for situations is arising.
For the boost.
Usually it's for a jiu-jitsu scenario, to be quite just straight up.
Yeah.
And then Alpha Brain, I take fairly regularly. I don't take it daily. Mm-hmm. Again, I think you're supposed to take daily. As a matter of fact, you are supposed to take daily, but I don't. Yeah. I take it not every day. I take it several days a week, I should say.
Maybe because your satisfaction in regard to your cognitive performance is pretty high. Your satisfaction of it.
Maybe.
Because Alpha Brain 2, it's not like one of these ones that they're like, hey, let me get these herbs, and I heard good things about these herbs, so let's throw it in there, and hopefully your brain will work better. It's not like that. Like, they put it through, and you can read about it on the website. I'm going to butcher the actual
You're not going to say rigorous scientific testing or anything like that?
It is, yeah, I'll say it, but they have the actual, but it's like the legitimate kind of test, like double-blind, placebo, like that kind of test. A lot of times they don't do the placebo test, and the placebo effect is a big component of why a lot of stuff works. That's a fact. So if you're trying to test something, you got to do that placebo test,
So you give some people that just has sugar.
And see if they react to it. But you make them believe that they take the real thing. You're like, okay, you guys are going to take the real thing. And then some of them have the placebo, or all of them, or whatever. I don't know exactly how they do the test. But it basically filters out the fakers. I mean, it's wrong to call the placebo effect fakers, but it's basically you believe it, so your body your biology accommodates.
Placebo's real.
Yeah.
Right? Placebo's totally real.
Totally real, yes. But Alpha Brain is like past that test.
Okay.
So they basically test.
Well, I think it passes the test.
Straight up proven. Yeah, but even if you were to be like,
then maybe it's just a placebo for me.
Yeah, exactly, right. Yeah. Or like it worked for me, but it won't work.
I didn't take like do some puzzles at speed and do it without it.
Yeah.
No, I didn't test it like that.
Yeah, or
I test it when I do the podcast though. See, I take it like the night before I'm going to do the podcast. I take it, and then in the morning I'll take it, and then I'll take one more before it's good evening echo time.
Yeah,
and that's when it's
See, and that's good, but that's
because I can't play around, bro. We need to bring it. I need to bring it when it's podcast time.
I get it. No, but that's what's called an anecdotal report on it. That's not like a scientific thing, because there's all these other factors. What if your mindset gets into a great mindset anyway? But here's the point. The point I'm making is alpha brain's not like that. They actually do the test, and the results are scientifically proven, measurably, that it increases your cognitive function, like memory and like all this cool stuff.
I believe you. We're good.
Anyway, you got to get on it. Literally, get on it. Stay on it. Do this. Stay on it.
And it does support the podcast.
Yes, of course. And you get 10% off, which is dope.
Which supports your wallet.
And you get to take I'll tell you right now, the Warrior Bars, I don't know really what I did without them before.
Yeah. Now all of a sudden you realize.
And my 3-year-old likes them. That's how delicious
they're good.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're tasty.
I'm going to get the jalapeno ones. I don't know if she'll like the jalapeno ones because they might be kind of spicy. I don't know. Anyway, onnit.com/Jocko, 10% off. That's it. There's more stuff on there. Really good stuff. Also, a cool way to support Amazon. Someone kind of contacted me about this as well. Or to support the podcast is the Amazon link. Click through, right? You click through, you do your shopping. We get a little kickback referral thing for pushing Amazon.
Big deal. You're saying it's a little thing. It's a big deal.
Yeah,
it's a good way to support the podcast.
Yeah, it is a big deal as far as results go. As far as doing it, it's easy to do. That's why I say it's a little thing. But here's the thing: on the old
little small step for anyone listening to the podcast, big effect for those that are making the podcast.
Yeah, like a grenade or something. Or like you ever seen in like back in science class when they put the little piece of sodium in the water
and then crazy things
boom
happen?
Yeah, it's crazy. It's kind of like that. But there on the old jockostore.com, there was a big banner on the top. You go to it, click on it, it takes you. I'm going to leave the details out, but right now it's on the menu, support Jocko Podcast. Then you can see the banner, you click on it. Someone hit me up. They were like, hey, where's the banner? It used to be there, all this. And the thing is, he's right. But I'm trying to figure out a way to put that banner up there. A new platform. It's a long story. But nonetheless, go to support Jocko Podcast. And this is on the store, by the way. Support Jocko Podcast.
So it's hard, is what I just heard.
Here's the thing. It's not hard. It's just not as easy. Or just go to jockopodcast.com. It's right on the front, on the side there. Boom. There you go. Or on the top left. Maybe there's another one. Anyway, the point is a good way, a sodium in the water way to support this podcast. Especially now when Christmas is almost on us.
Because you're ordering all kinds of kettlebells.
Yeah, that could be like a big piece of sodium with a big explosion. If you want to support, if you're in the mood, obviously you don't have to, but some people choose to get after it, and we encourage that. And then you can subscribe, of course, on the iTunes. Of course, that's cool. Leave a review if you're in the mood. Be honest. If you think that Jocko's voice is kind of intense, go ahead and say so. Don't say anything about me. Or subscribe to the YouTube channel.
I recommend that.
Yeah. I'm starting to put more videos. I was shooting with Kong. Mm-hmm. You know Kong, right?
Yeah.
So big, huge gentleman.
Yeah.
And we're doing...
You're not going to be running around through life with the name Kong and be a small person. We understand.
So I'm not going to tell you what video we're doing, but he has these huge, the strongman competitions, the big rocks, the big boulders. Mm-hmm. He's carrying it and pushing it up a hill. So I'm not going to tell you what video we're doing, but
I don't think you need
to. We're doing a video, but man, so this ball, he brings a 250-pound ball, a 200 and I want to say like an 80. And he's like, hey, we can do, whichever ones. So he was like, he looks at the hill and it's like, it's a legit hill. It's not like terrible, but it's legit. Like without the rocks, we could do a solid workout on it. So I'm thinking he's gonna grab the small one. I'm like, I don't know if I could even pick up I wasn't gonna try, but nonetheless, he grabs the 200-pound rock.
Wait, 280 pound? What'd you say?
No, there was a 250, a 200, and an 80.
Oh, okay.
So he grabbed basically the quote unquote medium one that was 200 pounds of ball. It's not a dumbbell with a handle.
No, I know what it is. I know what those are.
Anyway, he got after it. Anyway, good shoot. That's a good one. So subscribe to the YouTube channel. That's the point in all these rock carrying things we're talking about. Because, we're going to put some videos on there, some more videos, put some more excerpts, bite-sized Jocko McNuggets, shareable stuff. You made up the name Jocko McNuggets, by the way.
No. Did I?
100% positive you did.
It's not a good name, though. Because sometimes McNuggets, first of all, it's trademarked, I'm sure, by McDonald's.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah.
But we're not doing it. We're doing a different product.
I think you're saying it metaphorically for sure. So there you go. YouTube, get on it, and YouTube. Dang, it's like a circular logic thing. Also, the Jocko store I mentioned. There's also apparel on there if you're into it. Some women's stuff. Well, I think women's are starting to be more and more represented in the store. You got a few items there. The little patches, the regulation size.
Oh, yeah.
Regulation color. They're in. Flat, dark earth is the color. Regulation. Boom. Velcro. There's some hoodies on there, which are pretty cool. Those go fast, man. I got to reorder them. I guess they're good.
Yeah, I guess you do.
My wife was wearing hers. I was like, the other day. Just the other night. It's starting to get cold. I know. We'll just say it's the temperature's
for those of you
here
in Wisconsin, Echo apologizes for saying it was cold here.
Yeah, I'm from Kauai. Cold means different things in different places. So anyway, here in San Diego, it got cold. My wife was wearing one. I was like, ooh, she looked good in it. In a casual sort of way. So some women, some good shirts if you like. Literally some good shirts. You'll know what I'm talking about if you look at it. But anyway, jockostore.com. If you like something, hey, get a shirt, man. And a sticker and a patch. Boom. You're good to go. And you support this podcast and you get something in return. That's cool. Mm-hmm. I guess all of them you kind of get something in return. So that's cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, that's it. Boom. Christmas coming up.
It certainly is. Christmas coming up. The reason I'm laughing is because there's one thing that you didn't mention about the shirts. And I don't know if you did this purposely or not purposely. But there was one thing that you didn't mention about the shirts that you always mention about the shirts. Maybe you've decided not to mention it now, and we'll just leave it at that.
Oh, what? Oh, okay. I know what you're saying. Yeah.
Are we not going to mention it? Are we?
The layers.
Oh, God, here it is. It is true.
Yeah, there's some layers on the shirts, but sometimes if you don't know about the layers, here, how's this? And someone mentioned this before. They emailed me.
Because I think you may have realized that talking about the layers kind of takes away the impact of the layers.
Yeah, kind of like
does it not?
Kind of like you just brought it up now and started talking about it. I think if you go into the situation, go into the situation not knowing there's layers, and you see the layers, I think it comes as more of a treat.
Totally more rewarding. So from henceforth, we shall no longer mention or speak of
the layers.
The layers. This is it. From now on, they'll be out there. They'll be there. But people will just have to dig in and find
the layers on their own. Discover the layers.
Right.
Or maybe we'll talk about them again, whichever. But there you go.
I don't think so. Cool I like the reward being dug for.
Yeah, more.
I like that more.
Boom.
And also, hey, when you're on Amazon, there's a couple of things you can get. When you click through the store and you go to Amazon, there's a couple of things that you might be interested in getting.
Sure.
They might seem hard to get, which they kind of are. One of them things that you can get is called, there's a mug that says "Get After It" on it, which is a good thing to have because it reminds you to get after it. Mm-hmm. And there's a little approved stamp of approval from me, actually. Sure. Yeah. So it's been approved. And then you can also get some Jocko white tea, which there has been some. So somebody finally posted the other day, they're like, oh, because I announced that we'll never run out of white tea again because I ordered a ton of it. Mm-hmm. And of course we ran out. Well, technically we didn't. Okay. The way Amazon works, the stuff shows up there. They can only in process so much at a time. So a ton of it showed up there. They started in processing it. Boom. So it showed up. Everyone, yes, sold out. But then they in process more, the next day. So you're going to see now, and I apologize for this. Hopefully I can get this logistical thing smoothed out. It's taking me some time. Mm-hmm. Where they have so much that'll be in process and we will truly never run out. But what you do right now is if it's sold out, just keep looking back because it'll come back when they restock it the next day, boom, they'll have it. Yeah. So we'll get there. I apologize. The tea is awesome. It tastes delicious. And when you have it, you will refuse flat out to drink anything else in the world. Nothing is going to come close. You're just going to be like, where's my Jocko white tea?
Strangely, when I was drinking it, one of the things that I did do significantly, and I'm talking about the first time, when it first came in the first time, the fact that you made it, the fact that you contributed to the actual making of the formula of the tea.
You like that?
Actually, affected the experience.
Oh, you felt like,
isn't that kind of? But that makes sense, right?
I guess so.
I think it makes sense.
Well, I guess we spend a lot of time doing this podcast, and then you've got. So it's like when I guess it is correct. You know why? Because when I watch one of your videos, I feel the same way. I'm like, oh, that's Echo. Right. Echo did that.
Yeah.
That's Echo held that camera there. Yeah. So I feel the same way that you feel when you crack open a tin or a box of Jocko white tea and you brew one up for the team.
You understand?
Also, while you're on Amazon, you can get a copy of the book called Extreme Ownership, which I wrote with my brother Leif Babin. And you know what? I got this to say. Don't be selfish with your knowledge. don't hold it back. And this is what people get worried about, right? Because you want to buy it you think, I'll buy it for my subordinates, and I'll buy it for my boss, and I'll buy it for my family. And then you get scared. You get scared because what you think is people are going to see right through you. And they're going to go, oh, you read this in that book, and that's why you're acting this way, so you'd rather just not give it to them.
Yeah, makes sense.
I'm telling you, do not worry about that. Here's why. When people have read it and they see you acting it, they don't get mad. They actually go, bro, you're taking ownership. Yes. And it starts to get that more, you get more people on board with the program, and it makes your everything better. So when people see extreme ownership, when you see people enacting extreme ownership, you don't get jealous. That's not extreme. If you've read the book, you're like, bro, way to take ownership of that, man. That's awesome. I respect that. I recognize what's happening. So don't be afraid, like you were a few minutes ago, to buy this book for your subordinates is no big deal. But the other thing is we think, I want to be the guy that came up with the plan. I'm going to do extreme ownership, but I want it to be mine. It is yours. It's yours. And I didn't invent it. We just put it out there. So grab a hold of it. And it's a really good gift, because it's not just going to be a gift that they get and then they don't get anything else from it. It's going to keep giving.
Right, the gift that keeps giving.
All right. Dang. Buy the book. Also, we got Extreme Ownership Muster coming in New York City. May 4th and 5th. We'll be talking about combat leadership. Leif and I. The first one was awesome. Amazing feedback across the board. This one's going to be awesome. www.extremeownership.com to register. It's going to sell out. It's going to sell out. So if you want to go in a couple months, or I'm not going to be able to help you. You're not going to be able to say, hey, Jocko, can I go? I won't be able to help you. There's nothing I can do. The seats will be taken. So register early. You also save money when you register early and all that. So do that. And we appreciate it. Now, also, if you didn't know this much, we are both straight up on the interwebs. We're there.
True stuff. And
if you want to talk to us some more on Twitter, on Instagram, and also on that Facebooky boha, we're going to be there. Echo is at Echo Charles, and I am at Jocko Willink. And now to you listening, thanks for the support. And to the military personnel, thanks for going on the attack and defending freedom and defending humanity just as your predecessors did in Korea, like we heard about. And to the police and firefighters, thanks for keeping us safe at home. And for the rest of you who are on a million different paths in this world, make sure the path that you are on is the right one. Make sure it's the hard one. Make sure your path isn't one of passivity, and make sure it's not a path of regret. Make sure it is a path of discipline and is a path of progress. Make sure the path that you are on is the war path. And that you are charging up that path ferociously and getting after it. So, until next time, this is Echo and Jocko. Out.